I'm out here on a morning walk with my sweetheart, Aria. Julie's back in bed. So what do you think, sweetheart? How do you like this beautiful view here in San Lorenzo? This is in the Manabi province, not to be confused with the San Lorenzo further north in Esmeraldas. And it's really a beautiful beach. It's not one of the big tourist ones. You're having a good time, huh? So we packed up our Ecuador dog, Aria, our American dog, Katie, and we drove up the coast to San Lorenzo. Everybody knows a little place like San Lorenzo. That's where I wanna go. We were greeted at our Airbnb by the owner and her daughter, and they made us a beautiful fish dinner for our first meal at this hostel. Turns out our Airbnb is a hostel, and we rented the entire hostel. They were wonderful people, very nice, very kind, and very gracious hosts. And if we needed anything, they were quick to respond. Aria enjoyed the beach. She freaked out, jumped on the sand. She's come a long way from the shelter. This Ecuador shelter dog, mutt, whatever you want to call her, she's really becoming part of the family. Now this beach is beautiful. It's only about 70 meters from where our hostel is. And as you can see, the sand is soft. The water was actually pretty warm. Being on the equator, you don't get a whole lot of fluctuation in that water temperature or the air temperature. So anytime you come, you're probably going to have similar weather. There's some cool caves at the far north side of the beach. Actually, I should call them little tunnels through the rock. Very picturesque and beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, nice homes up on that north side of the shore as well. And there's a lifeguard tower, so at times there's going to be lifeguards, none this weekend. Katie came out later in the afternoon. She's old hat at being on the beach. She was, of course, in Florida with us and in Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach. She's teaching Aria how to play in the water. And Aria took to it like a fish to water, but kind of like a dog to water. She's a beautiful dog, and she's having her time in the sun. After some time of playing, we went back, relaxed in hammocks up at the hostel on the roof. Girls were checking things out, but eventually we were hungry. It was time to go to dinner. So here along the San Lorenzo beachfront, part of the beach here has some fishing boats for the locals. Got some hotels down this way, going towards the south off the main street here. And then along this strip, you'll have some beachfront restaurants. The El Delfin, Azul 2, is where we've eaten twice. I'll put their menu on so you can check out their prices. We've also went to a couple of these restaurants here that have little huts. The restaurants here along the beach have similar menus and similar pricing. We also have a little bar, so if you want to get a drink. But when we look at this menu, you can see that most people are going to be able to come through and eat for $5 to $7 for a complete meal. Maybe a little bit more if you're going to throw a little cerveza into the mix, but it's still a deal. And you also get a beautiful sunset. Just sit there at your table and look over your shoulder. It's great. So we're walking along this road. We're heading out of town to go do these stairs up to a lighthouse on a hill. Are you ready for this lighthouse, honey?
I wish it was 10 degrees cooler.
It is definitely warmer on the coast than Cuenca, Ecuador.
Yes, it is. I have to say, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. The beach is absolutely gorgeous, but I definitely miss the cooler weather.
How's your breathing going down here at sea level, honey?
Other than the fact that it's blazing hot, good.
We still got a ways to climb, but you can see this nice view behind us.
Yep.
We think this is Isla de la Plata off the coast of Ecuador, the island. So we can see it here with our naked eye. Not our clothed eye, but the naked eye. Okay everybody, we made it to the top of the lighthouse here. It's pretty crowded up here, surprisingly. But you got a nice 360-degree view, so we'll go ahead and take you for a walk around. Okay, so we're looking up here towards the north side of the lighthouse. There's a walking path up this way. And coming around the south side, you've got San Lorenzo. And you see it's a pretty view. We just got a lot of people up here, so don't think you're coming up here and being alone. And there's Julie with Katie and Arya. So the joke's on us. We took the hard way up, which I guess to the beach is the exit. There's a way to drive fairly close, getting up near this radio tower right behind us. So this explains some of the families we're seeing up here. So if you want to take the easy way and you have a car, there's an easier way. Okay everybody, this is our Airbnb. It's the Mambo Eco Lodge. This is our entire place. It's $30 a night, 2 of us, so it's $60. They do charge by the person here. So entering the gate, you see there's a pretty substantial yard. Now this place has a lot of pluses and some minuses. So let's go ahead and take a look at this location. So up here on the roof, there's going to be a nice large balcony, and this is actually pretty comfortable and cool on the hot days. There's a breeze coming through here. You can lay here in a hammock, and since we've been here a few days, we've done our hammock time, that's for sure. There's this other area up here we really haven't utilized, but somebody may want to. You have a view from up here as well. It's a little bit steep of a stair climb. And here you can see the beach. It's not that far of a walk to the beach. Maybe 2 minutes. And the breeze up here is really cool. Now, you can see it's a steep staircase. But yeah, you can come up here, chill, play chess. The internet does reach up here, so you can stream something if you want to. Now, as far as the internet here, if you just want to stream a video, you're good. You're trying to upload, not so good. A warning, on New Year's, this place over here was bumping next door. It felt like they were right in the house. There really isn't any insulation on that sound. So we were up till 3:30 in the morning listening to them jam out. So they do take dogs here, or allow your dogs, so that was a big plus for us. Here's the main room of the Eco Lodge. We have the bathroom. It is rustic, cold water only in the shower. So don't expect a nice hot shower when you're sweaty. In here, another set of bunk beds. This is the main room that Julie and I have been utilizing. Coming down the hall, another room. We're not able to access this room, so we're not sure exactly what's inside that room. You can see the fresh air comes through the ceiling, so that means that you can hear all kinds of noise. Guess it lets the hot air out, but it's it's somewhat rustic. There's no AC, and it is 92 some degrees today. The kitchen is fairly basic, no microwave. There's a working refrigerator, stove you need to use a lighter to get going. And there's cold water only at the sink. And it uses rainwater here, so you have to try to conserve the best you can. Out here on the back balcony, we've got a few different tables. We got some papaya trees. There is a grill if you want to try to grill here. Another outside table over here. And if you've been at the beach, they request that you use the outside shower. Again, it is a cold water shower. And there is another toilet over here. So this is our accommodations in San Lorenzo. So anyway, value for your dollar, location, you know, 30 bucks a night, not too bad for each person. If you're gonna have multiple people staying here, of course it gets more expensive per person. This seems to be a desirable location. We did have somebody come yelling over the fence to want to see this place because they want to have a family get together here at some point. And we're here for the New Year's weekend, so it was a louder than normal weekend. So I can just let you know that if you're coming on a weekend where there's a lot of partying and celebration, don't expect to get a lot of sleep. But it was you know, overall nice location with the beach. There's some places to go hiking, but this is on the equator, so I'm gonna say that more than likely the heat is going to be here in most months that you come. So you know, just be prepared. It is hot. And as far as washing, there is not a washing machine here. They will do laundry for you for $4 a load, so that's a consideration also. Bring enough clothes or plan to do it yourself, or expect about a $4 per load laundry service. And otherwise, Julie, anything to add into this?
Yes. Right now it is not a working hostel, and the prices that are being spoken about actually are probably not quite accurate. This is because it's COVID-19 pandemic time, and I believe it's actually a lot less expensive per person per night when it's able to be done as a hostel.
Okay, so I'll put the Airbnb listing into the description of this video. So if you do want to stay here, you have that ability to locate this particular Airbnb. Again, as I mentioned, it is a bit rustic, so just be prepared for cold showers and no AC, but it's you know, and there are some little bugs in this area too. So yeah, otherwise, you know, the location's nice near the beach, but it's a couple steps above the camping level.
Beach is gorgeous.
And you do have a refrigerator and a place to cook, and a bed. So let's go do some more looking around. If you're planning to visit San Lorenzo, which I do encourage you to try, please know that there is not an ATM in the town itself. Also, as far as grocery shopping, very, very minimal. There's some small tiendas, but you're not going to find a very large grocery store, just some small markets. And the cost is very comparable to what you see throughout most of Ecuador for the cost of the goods that you can find there. But if you're looking for anything unusual, you're going to need to leave the town to go find a larger grocery store. But as you can see, if you bring some food, bring your own money, it's a great beach, great place to hang out. And just check out this beautiful sunset. If you're lucky enough and the clouds clear their way, it sure does make for a pretty end of a day. Now, if you haven't already, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. As a reminder, Julie and I, we're traveling the world. We're trying to find out what it's like to live in different places, what the cost of living is, and of course, having adventures along the way. So we sincerely hope you'll join us. And until next time, have a great day, everybody.